Welcome, one and all, to our weekly Modcast podcast deal. Today's topics, we're going to speak on a number of topics, but we are going to make it fun. So kick back, sit back, have your snack, drink, whatever floats your boat, and just relax to the sounds of Jono and me, and introducing my co-host today. Welcome to the Modcast. Jono, welcome. How's it going, buddy?
Oh boy, it's gonna be so much fun.
You have to do the voice, dude. You have to do the whole
So
podcast
much
with
fun.
that voice. It's
Oh
so
boy. It's gonna be crazy, man.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. As I can see, today's topic is news and etc., etc., etc. First of all, how you been? What's going on? To my knowledge, you just woke up.
I want to die.
Oh, okay. That's what sums up Jono for today.
Yep.
And we do have this crazy person in his chat that's saying that she can't believe she hangs out with us weirdos.
You can totally believe it.
I know you could, you know.
You can believe it.
She could believe that. Anywho, do we have a lot in store for this episode? Do you think? What's going on?
No.
We love the hair, by the way.
We have nothing in store.
Let's
There's
get it.
nothing here. There's no content. Leave right now.
I say we get a kappa for that hairdo you have right there.
It's horrible.
It's. You said you had your hair pointing in all like directions, north, south, east, west, and
Yep.
and I believe that you wanted to go for the Goku look. Is that what it is?
100% natural. This is how my hair looks like in the morning.
Oh, people in chat love the excitement. The oh so crowded chat. That chat looks so crowded. I hope Liz there could control the commotion there.
Control yourself. Control yourself, Liz.
I know that.
Don't let the excitement get to you.
That chat room keeps scrolling so fast. Oh my god. Guys, calm down. Calm the F down. So much going on here. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah. It's crazy up in her. You know, it's so crowded with us and our mod. So crazy. Yeah, we were supposed to have this thing scheduled in the morning. As you can see, it's 2:43 my time and his time too. So yeah, it is buck wild in here. So guys,
This is morning.
calm down.
This is morning for me.
Yeah, it is. I actually woke up early. What time did I wake up? 9, 10, and it's already like 97 degrees here or something. I don't know. It's just wild. It's just wet and wild.
Sounds like death.
Apparently Nerd the cats. It's her time too. Anyways, let's get this thing started. So what's going on in this world of video games and pop culture and stuff? What do you want to talk about?
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that people do not like the new Ghostbusters.
I don't know. I'm getting mixed reviews about it, honestly. I've heard that it's a lot better than what people thought. Like, what are you hearing about it?
I've heard two different reviews from it. One was from a YouTuber named Boogie2988, and the other was from Angry Joe Show. Boogie's review was basically, he's like, it was better than I was expecting, but he was like, it wasn't good, it wasn't horrible, but
is he a purist though? Is he like hardcore?
No,
has
he's
to be
not.
Dan Aykroyd,
He
Bill
went-
Murray, and all that.
He went into the movie with no expectations.
Okay, so straight up.
He
No
watched the
biases
original
at all.
ones.
No biases at all.
He
Just
has
straight up.
watched the originals, but he was giving it the best chance he could because he wanted to be as unbiased as possible about it. But he was like, it was meh. It was a meh movie.
Wow.
Angry Joe was really, really pissed about the movie. He was just straight up like, this movie is a 2 out of 10. It does not deserve to exist.
Wait a minute. That's harsh, considering the overall. You know, the overall percentage of what people approve of it, that's pretty harsh. This guy must be.
He was pissed.
Was he that
really
pissed? What was his reasons? There's got to be
I'm-
reasons to that.
My guess is he was pissed that it was not the original actors and had nothing to do with the original movie.
Okay, that's what my gripe about it is. That, but okay, besides that.
The biggest thing he said though was he was like, the movie literally started with a queef joke.
A queef joke. You're kidding? Like
Yes.
really?
No, the movie. That was the first joke of the movie.
You know,
It's like,
yeah, it's I don't know if it's I even have the right to even talk about Ghostbusters, although I have not seen the movie yet, which I plan on doing at some point this week. But already, that's what I thought coming into this movie coming in, because yeah, I'm a purist. I grew up on the 1988, 1987 Ghostbusters, right?
yeah.
And to have them redo this thing as if the original Ghostbusters didn't exist and try to change things in the movie, which, I changed the landmarks from the original movie to spin it into their version. It's it's weird. I mean, I get that.
The part that I really hate about it is the fact that they basically, for the entire movie too, they're like, they just say, oh, if you don't watch the movie, you're just being sexist because it's an all women cast, and it's just like, are you serious?
Not one of those. No. It's
no, yeah, that they even make jokes about that in the movie.
Really,
not even kidding.
Okay, just letting the people know we're not sexist at all. We invite all women to our streams and things like that, and we accept what they do. But you cannot not acknowledge the original movie, which was a pure classic. Nerdist in Class says there's a YouTube movie reviewer who she's waiting to hear from. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I love Ghostbusters, and yeah, like I'm going to try to give this movie. When are you gonna watch it? Are you gonna watch it?
I'm probably not gonna watch it. I never watched the original Ghostbusters movie.
Oh my gosh, really?
So I don't really care that much, but I'm just not surprised that it didn't do well. I mean, even from the trailers, I thought it was gonna be a mediocre to not that great of a movie.
I am surprised you haven't not seen the original Ghostbusters. Reason being.
It's gotta be reason. Let me watch it.
It's like rated PG. It's like, were you a rated G person and like below? Did they not let you?
Kind of. Well, for the most part, until I was like 13. I think the first rated R movie I saw was The Passion of the Christ.
What?
I think
that was the first.
I think that may have been the first rated R movie I saw.
Passion of the Christ out of all the movies?
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure I watched.
The first one.
Here's a funny story. I remember when I was in elementary school, my dad brought my friends and I to go watch Total Recall, the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And if you're familiar with that movie, there's many things that make it a rated R. For instance, the part where there was an alien with 3 breasts. And like something like, I forgot what happened, but when my dad was watching it with us, he got furious, and he's like, why are you making me watch this with you, or why are you guys even watching watching it? So yeah,
like, cover your eyes. Reaches his arm all the way over.
It's like watching some porn, but it's like just something with 3 breasts, right? And I think
just like your friends are just like, those are boobies.
Yeah. That was insane. But I'm still just for the sake of this podcast, you should watch Ghostbusters then. You have to. I mean,
I'll try.
Have you even watched the cartoon back in the day, the real Ghostbusters?
Never seen it.
Never.
I've seen nothing of Ghostbusters at all.
So if I streamed the Ghostbuster game that I have with the original, welcome all to the room, by the way. What's it called? You would not understand what's going on. Do you even know who Gozer is, or the Keymaster, the Gatekeeper? Wow! Oh my goodness! Wow. Well, that is your homework for the week. Watch Ghostbusters 1. And if you have time, watch Ghostbusters 2. And you'll see why. But
I'll try to find it unless I fall asleep and don't do that.
But that was a good lead up topic, man. Love it. Ghostbusters. Okay. So next on agenda, I remember you were telling me about we were talking about Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
So yeah, Valve has officially shut down linking to CS:GO gambling sites. So you cannot link your Steam inventory to those sites at all anymore.
Wow.
I'm not sure if they're still letting you withdraw items. I assume they are, but they did tell people like within the past week to withdraw all items because they're going to be doing something big.
Really?
So it may be that if anyone has any items left on those sites, they're not getting their items back.
Ooh. And how much have they probably spent on all this stuff? Like, or lost
Um,
money on?
they Valve has lost no money. Valve's lost no money at all.
It's just
I
the other
think
people.
I think the CS:GO market is going to crash because it revolves around skins so heavily.
Yeah.
So I think that it may be a crash in sales of the game CS:GO and in the sales of actual skins.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think people are going to be opening as many crates or selling as many skins, which could be good because if skin prices go down, then more people
Yeah.
could potentially get higher, nicer skins.
I mean, is that how
Maybe
hard is it to get skins, by the way? Is it that hard?
it's to get a nice skin. I would if I had to guess, it's around 1%. I wouldn't be surprised if a knife skin is around 1% that you're gonna get it.
So does this even improve your game, or is it more of the customization of your character and equipment?
I think it's more so just a bragging rights thing. That's what I think the skins are for.
Uh-huh.
I think that's why they exist. But the problem is that there's been a lot of shady stuff going on with CS:GO gambling sites too. Basically, they have no paper trail because everything is done through CS:GO skins.
Yeah.
So you can't even track anything about them because even when they pay people, they pay them in skins. So they don't have to pay them money, leaving no paper trail.
So
They don't have to
technically,
record it.
that's technically legal then.
No, it's illegal. Well, it's
For
kind of
skins?
it's very
money.
shady. It's
Yeah.
very, very shady. Technically, it should be illegal,
Yeah.
but it is technically legal.
You know, like besides CS:GO, I know there's other games that you could bet on. Like for instance, a lot of people like betting on them sports games. Like, you know, you play NBA 2K16 and stuff like that.
Oh,
People
yeah.
like to gamble and stuff. But what makes CS:GO different than the rest that this made like headline news?
It's skins, honestly, because of its skins, because of its skins and what players have valued those skins at, especially since Valve limits how often you're going to get, say, a red skin or even the knives. Because they've limited it so much, people really want those high tier skins, especially in factory new condition. That's another thing, is the fact that they have like 6 different conditions you can get everything in, which is retarded and makes people have to keep opening case after opening case after opening case to try to get those perfect factory new high level skins.
See, that's just crazy that people would love to spend money on just more of a customization of a character.
yeah.
But they will spend like a lot of
Hundreds
money,
of
hundreds,
dollars.
hundreds, and hundreds.
Thousands even. There's I think one of the most expensive skins right now is $3,000.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can figure it out.
$3,000 for a skin to make it look like a certain way. What's the skin? What is it like? What exactly is it? Is it like of a clothing or a shirt or what?
Let me see.
That's just too much money, guys.
Most
Happy birthday to
expensive skins.
Beard18, by the way. So who here plays CS:GO? I know CS:GO. You know, I don't play it as much often. I know that CS:GO community is treacherous, though, dude. They will like kick you out of their room if you are not good. What you got going on? Did you find anything there? What'd you find there? So we're looking up to see how much these skins are worth, because apparently these are big money making things.
Holy crap.
How bad is it?
AK-47 Fire Serpent, $4,500.
Okay, a lot of things so bad with that. $4,500. That's a lot. That's more than a lot of people's paychecks that whoever gets.
That is so gross.
Yeah.
It's so much money.
Oh my gosh, that's
And apparently people, what it said at the beginning of this article,
yeah.
so you can max out at $400
Yeah.
for a listing price.
Oh my god.
But what people will do is trade them for keys instead so they can get more money off of it.
That's just, you know,
MP7 whiteout, $500 or 200 keys.
this is a prime example of why transactions can ruin games, but apparently it's not ruining a game. I mean, God, let alone your mobile games on your devices. None of us want to pay like an extra dollar for Pokeballs or whatnot and yet
Oh yeah.
these guys are gambling that much money
Hmm.
for the look of a character in a video game. Ridiculous.
M9 Bayonet Crimson Web, $5,900
Wow,
or
these prices are not getting any cheaper.
2,360 keys.
You gotta be. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. Nerdist
That
said
is
that it would finish
insane.
paying off her car. That's just too much. I don't know. I
That is
don't know, man.
insane.
I
It's like, and I really hope that the prices crash because I would love to just pay for a knife instead of opening the other like 150 boxes I have.
I know it's not like we really earned it if we
Mhm.
traded
It's like
or
I just hate the whole key system that they made because they just make all the money they want because you have to pay to open every box.
Oh, that's stupid. I do not dig that at all. But
Hmm.
so these sites they're getting those cease and desist letters.
Sites are done. They've cut them off.
There's gonna be ways around it though. You believe so?
No, not really.
You
Not
think
if you
so?
can't link your Steam library to it. There's no way to get your items out. I mean,
So
maybe
it's a
they might.
lockdown on the items in Steam.
Hmm. Yeah, the items cannot leave Steam anymore. So
Wow.
Steam has basically limited how you can only sell items through Steam now.
Okay.
So that's
Well,
gonna
there
be.
goes that.
Hmm.
Totally goes that.
Yep.
All right.
And
Well,
actually, there is a streamer that recently got banned because he was involved with the CS:GO gambling site.
was this the one that you said that owned it?
No, this is actually another person who is working with them. Now, the
Oh.
T Martin Syndicate were the YouTubers. This guy is a Twitch streamer called Phantom Lord.
Yeah.
He recently got banned because he was involved with the CS:GO gambling site. Basically, somebody was hacking their site just to
Oh.
figure out what was just to figure something out. I guess I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to find information and gave it to a YouTube person. And apparently, what he found was a bunch of DMs on a Twitter feed between Phantom Lord and the guy who was in charge of the coding of the site and
Yeah.
how all the gambling variables went. And he was cheating with that guy to win every single bet he made.
What?
And on stream would usually leave with over $30,000
No.
every stream. And that was his payment.
No way, dude.
Oh yeah, dead serious.
Oof.
Over $30,000. It's in
$30,000.
like a night almost.
Okay, that's serious money, dude.
Oh yeah,
That is-
that's practical embezzlement.
Yeah, yeah, and he got caught. So, how? What's his punishment? Is he gonna get arrested for this, or
His channel has been destroyed. I'm not sure what else is going to happen.
Gee, that's jail time, if you ask me.
It
Like you
is.
said,
It sh-
embezzlement
it-
right there, man.
It is jail time because that's well, cheating, especially on any gambling site, that's total jail time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, that is your news on the CS:GO gambling sites. If you guys are hardcore CS:GO people, I guess you're gonna have to find other ways to show off your bragging rights.
I
So,
mean, you could probably still bet H1Z1 skins.
oh my god, crazy. So, also the Xbox S came out. Do you right? Is that right?
It's not out yet, I don't think.
There-
But
it's
I do
about
have
to. It's on the verge.
I have all the price lists for it.
So, what's the point of this new Xbox that's coming out? Besides us that have our original one, is it based on 4K? Is it just for the 4K thing?
It's not just 4K; it's also smaller. And you know the whole battery box? That's
Battery
gone.
box. What battery box?
When
Inside
you plug
the...
when you plug your Xbox One in, there's that giant brick
Yeah,
that has the light on it.
yeah.
That has now been incorporated inside of the Xbox One.
Oh,
it's
so you
just
don't have
one
to have that
solid
super brick.
cable coming out.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. I've had so many of those bricks. You know, it's like it gets in the way of stuff.
But yeah, this
Nerdist
one
said
gets-
that you could pre-order it. So
Totally gets rid of the brick. And for me, having a 4K TV, it's more so aimed for people like myself who can actually use the 4K elements of
yeah,
it.
yeah. I forgot you do have a 4K TV.
Hmm.
That's cool.
It's very nice.
How, do you see big differences in it?
Color difference was the biggest thing that I noticed. When
Mhm.
I switched from my older TV to my newer TV, the game I had been playing at that point was what was it called? The Wolf Among Us.
Uh huh.
And as soon as I plugged it into my 4K TV, color difference was insane.
Was it like just
the,
pop in
the
like
color
bam?
just became way more vibrant and noticeable. The differences in color.
Yeah.
It was really, really cool to see.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
So okay, like for all those people, which okay, you would think Xbox has a pretty big install base already of people with Xbox Ones. So why should they get this Xbox S? Or is that what it's called? Xbox S One or whatever?
Honestly, there is no reason unless you have a 4K TV,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, there really is no other reason.
Yeah.
I can't think of one. I mean, unless you want the smaller size because you want it to be more portable, go
Mhm.
for it. Unless you're traveling a lot or you have a 4K TV, I don't really see any point for anyone to buy one.
Mhm.
I will probably buy one at some point, and the
Yeah.
prices for it aren't terrible either.
Uh-huh.
So the 500 gig is $300.
Yeah.
Terabyte version is 349, and the 2 terabyte is 400.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not bad for a console. However, I'm not probably I may or may not buy one depending on if I'd rather buy a new GTX graphics card.
Computer. Yeah. 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 Totally get it. Welcome everyone to the room. Yeah, I could see the increase of storage space in it, but other than that, internally, it's pretty much the same processor, same uh gigs, of
Yes,
RAM.
it's all the same, but theoretically, it can run games in 4K. That's
Uh-huh.
what I've heard. I've heard that the new Gears of War
Mhm.
will be running in 4K,
Mhm.
but only on Xbox One S. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure if
Okay.
that's true or not, but it
Mm.
does Blu-ray DVDs
Oh,
and in
nice.
4K and video streaming in 4K.
Mm. Okay.
Those are the biggest differences.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Nerdist wants to know. We could, if we want to have a discussion. Okay. So her brother's girlfriend's asking her about the other day the Xbox One S or the PS4, which one she should pick. Okay. Since we're into the consoles and stuff, you don't have a PS4,
Don't
but
buy a PS4. Wait for the PS Neo.
Neo. That's correct because that is coming up. Why get something when there's about to be a new version of a console coming out? That
It's
totally
probably
makes sense.
it's probably going to run PS4 games if
Yeah.
I had to guess.
Yeah. And Neo, what's the differences in that again?
It's
4K,
it's an,
right?
it's an overhauled console that can run VR, like massively upgraded.
So we
Like we're
we
talking,
boosted
it
the.
would have to be put to the point of a GTX 970.
Did we? Oh wow. So they actually boosted up the graphics card internally in that.
They would have to
That the
because
RAM.
they tried to run
processor stronger.
they tried to run it on a regular PS4, wouldn't do it.
So then they should at least advise people with PS4s that in order for you to play VR, you need.
No, they said that. They've put out
They did.
disclaimers for that already. That you have to have a PS4 Neo
Okay.
because it will not run otherwise.
But honestly, VR wise, I believe the PlayStation VR would be the cheapest out of all the ones, especially from what HTC and what was the other company?
Oculus.
Oculus Rift. Yeah. So I know. See, and this is now to the edge or beginning of a new cycle of consoles. That's what it seems like to me, even though they look like rehashes of the original ones, except for Nintendo with this NX, which they say is going to be released in 2017 March. Is that right?
I think so. Something like that.
See, that's the thing with Nintendo. I don't know. I know they try to do things differently. I think they try too hard to be different than everyone else. I mean, right now, you would think that they would try to promote their stuff or release their console right before the Christmas season. What do you think of that strategy? Because they've talked about this. They kind of go off different cycles. What do you think about it?
Well, what Nintendo's always been trying to do is they always try to find the middle ground where they can make people happy and
Yeah.
still make money.
Yeah.
Where they want to just keep a constant flow of money towards them and still keep everyone happy. They don't really care so much about like releasing at a specific time or anything like that. They want to
Yeah.
do things their own way and make sure that it's done well.
Yeah, yeah. Like, do they think, or do you think they give a shit about people? I mean, do they? They have to, right?
They do. I think they really care about their fans.
Yeah.
But they also care about doing things their own way and making sure that it's done the way that they want it.
Now, like, do you think people get frustrated that they always try to do things their way? They can't just be the simple company that releases a console with a simple handheld controller and play a game.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but I think that Nintendo's a visionary. They're a visionary company who tries to see what gamers want
Yeah.
before they realize what they want.
Okay.
So they always try to think differently and more outside the box than anybody else, which is why, honestly, Nintendo's probably the best gaming company out there. It's
It's
because
kind of weird to say that, but they're right. I think
they're
you're
the
right.
most visionary of any other gaming company.
Yeah. Not to, push
I mean,
the
why
other...
else do you think Pokemon Go is so freaking
See,
successful?
that just leads into another thing. That, like, I was telling you earlier, their stock just shot
keeps
up,
going,
man.
It
Oh my
keeps
God.
going up. And
That-
they're probably going to be releasing more mobile games at some point.
Yeah.
But Pokemon Go is going to be their most successful, I guarantee
They
it.
could pretty much live off this game, pretty much, right?
They
It's
can.
like,
All they have to do eventually is just when people start getting all 133 Pokemon available, just release more.
Okay, so Nerdist even says here, she has no desire to play VR, nor does she have a 4K TV, but she was thinking about getting a PS4. Is she cool to get the lower end version of the... Okay, and not calling it a lower end version, but the original PS4. In your thoughts, in your mind right now.
I'm looking up how much it costs.
I think it's like $250? Between $250 to
PS4
$299.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3 bundle, 500 gigabytes, $349.
Is it?
Yeah.
300,
I mean, that's That's not a bad price, but you can get a 500 gigabyte original Xbox One for like $249, so $100 less.
Yeah.
So it also depends on what games they have too.
Depends.
It's like if like what games you want out of it compared to everything else. It's like because you would be saving $100. You could even get like $100 game, or you could get a bunch of cheaper games for it as well. Especially because there's so many downloadable titles on the Xbox One that are super cheap, anyways.
But I believe she does have an Xbox One already, though.
So, I don't know. It really depends on multiple situations.
Yeah, like I mean, Chipmunk says PS4 is worth it, but what would your reason being for worth it? I believe with Jono, it's the games. If you love the games for it, it can't just be because of people being a fanboy. It's more to that. There's more to that. So
I mean, I'm a fanboy and I love Xbox One.
Yeah,
so,
this guy talking about fanboy. This is the guy.
The problem is it's not I'm not the one buying it. It's somebody else buying it. So I can't say, oh, you should do this. It's like because it depends on what their situation is or what they want or how much money they have.
Yeah, but wait, you're right. When it comes down to it, it's about the exclusive games for that system or whatnot. Like, before I got my Xbox, I had a PS4. I knew I was gonna get an Xbox someday, but I noticed I couldn't play games like Gears of War or Halo, and I'm a Halo guy. A little bit on the Gears of War, and but yeah, they had those games that I could not play on Xbox, and as well for Xbox, they have certain games they can't play, like Uncharted, the Uncharted series. A lot of people love that, and other things like that. So, can you imagine a world where all consoles could just be one unified being, and you could just play all kinds of games? But it'll never happen because everyone wants to make money.
It's called a PC.
It's called a PC. Oh my! I remember the days when we thought PC was actually dying out, which
PC is never going to die. PC is just going to eventually just overtake console. They already are with the cheaper graphics cards coming out, the RX 480 and the GTX 1060 now.
But what about those Steam machines that they're starting to make just for your living room?
Are not going to work. They're not going to exist. They're going to die well, they pretty much already have died because nobody knows what they are.
Yeah, PC Master Race. As of now, I've never heard much more about the Steam box.
No, it's dead. They killed it themselves by making it through several different people and being confusing as hell.
I believe Alienware was one of them, right? Alienware
made several, and they were all different prices, and nobody could tell what the difference was between any of them, so nobody cared and nobody bought them.
Nobody bought them. Let's see. Pokemon Go, what is your level?
Level 8, almost level 9.
Oh my god. I've heard that some people made it to level 21 and stuff.
Oh yeah.
How do you keep doing this? Do you keep walking around and finding Pokemon? I guess
for the people who hit level 21, here's what they do, guaranteed. They have bought microtransactions for one thing, lures, and they sit on one Pokestop for hours. And
do they?
That's it.
I bought a lure before. It only lasted 30 minutes.
Yeah, it only lasts 30 minutes. But here's the thing, though. If you can get one lure on a spot, and you get a bunch of people there, somebody's gonna put a lure on it.
Yeah, and it'll
Most
just keep
likely.
growing.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But it won't attract rare Pokemon. It'll attract the
It'll
same
keep
ones.
it'll keep attracting the same ones, but that you can just use those Pokemon to grind out your levels.
Oh,
So
so
you can just keep catching and catching and catching and catching. That's how they do it. They just grind the levels out. So
I,
that way, eventually, because the higher level you get, it probably will make more Pokemon spawn because the higher level you are, the more rare Pokemon that spawn.
yeah, that is true. I know it's a popular thing at bars now,
Mhm.
like
Oh
having
yeah.
people set out lures and all
Oh
that
yeah. There's
jazz.
certain places that will give you like deals on stuff and free food if you
If you
put a
hang
lure
out
on
and
it.
just play Pokemon Go.
Yeah. If you put lures on it, I've heard of one that was like they'll give you $3 off a sandwich if you put a lure on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, okay. Tell me about. You guys might have heard about this game in E3 called No Man's Sky.
Oh god, it's
So,
gonna
what's
die.
the story on that?
So what No Man's Sky did, sadly, what they did was they screwed up extremely bad. They used a program like a procedural generation formula created by Genicap, which apparently a lot of companies will make their formulas and stuff, they'll make it really generalized. So
Mm-hmm.
that way they can get away with basically getting a copyright on anything.
Yeah.
So it's like if somebody uses something even slightly similar,
Mm-hmm.
they can just be like, oh, I can sue you for this.
Wow.
However, normally it would be like copyright trolling. This is not that case. This is actually they used their code in their game to the point where it is exactly the same. They even used what I imagine they did because so they did admit that they used their code.
Yeah.
What I imagine they did was they tweaked it somehow, like
Uh-huh.
changed it slightly, but there's no way that they changed it enough to the point where it's different. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, how it works is when you're flying through space, all those worlds that get created,
Yeah.
the algorithm is creating those, and it's creating all the foliage, it's creating all the animals, totally automatic,
So
completely random.
that's what they actually ripped off.
That
That
is the
coding.
formula. That formula is what they ripped off, and Genicap is very upset about it. And they're like, "Yeah, we did not give these guys the right to use our code." So there's basically one or two situations here. It's supposed to come out next month, which means I can assume that the game is done, like completely done. They can either get sued over the game, or they can cut a deal with Genicap
I was gonna say.
to get
Yeah.
the code
I was
to
gonna
be
say
able to
like
use
give
it
them
in
some
their
of the
game.
money, give them pay them off a
They
little
got,
bit.
they're gonna have to give them something.
Yeah. Okay. So we're hoping that since
Hopefully they aren't just like screw it, we don't care, sue us.
yeah,
Because if they do, they will lose, guaranteed.
guaranteed.
They're absolutely gonna lose.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna assume that they're working hard. I mean, they spent so much time on it. They promoted it so much. A deal's gonna come out, and it's
Their
gonna be
offices literally got destroyed over it.
oh my gosh, that is. And yeah, this is the same game in which the developer said that it was gonna be delayed, postponed, and then they're getting death threats over it.
Oh yeah.
That is hardcore. That
hmm
oh man, society's crazy. Society's
Oh,
crazy.
and to any Pokemon Go players, Pokemon Go will not be playable August 1st. Just a warning.
Because of what?
Poodle Corp is going to hack the Pokemon Go servers by DDoSing them for 24 hours on August 1st.
They said that they
hmm
reason being, what are they
They
trying to make aware?
because they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
They're just hacking everything for fun. That's
these
dead serious.
these
Dead
are the
serious.
people that hacked it earlier, right? They did
Yep,
do the
they hacked it a few days ago. Yeah, no, they did. They've literally said in an interview that they're just doing it for fun because they don't care.
damn.
Yep.
Just because. So
Mhm.
was there a response from? Is it Niacin? What was the name of the company?
Niantic. Niantic.
Niantic. Niang.
Niantic.
What did they say about it? Do they care?
They haven't said anything, as far as I know. They're probably not going to say anything either. They know that if they DDoS their servers are already screwed.
Can they just shut it down? I guess he might as well just.
I mean,
turn it off.
what's the difference? Having it shut down or DDoSed? There is no difference.
But, you
so
know-
there's no reason for them to care.
Yeah. I'm thinking of all the positive things Pokemon Go has done. Besides the stupid, idiotic things what other people have been doing, like falling
Oh,
off
like-
cliffs.
falling off
Go.
cliffs, getting in car wrecks, but that's their fault. They're
It
not
is.
paying attention. That's
It
the
is.
first thing it says when you boot it up. Pay attention to your surroundings. If
Okay.
you don't pay attention, that's your stupid fault.
Common sense has left the people.
Hmm.
Common sense. But you know what? There's even one instance here around this area where some kids were playing Pokemon Go and they ended up finding a dead carcass or a dead body. Did you hear about that one?
I think I heard about that a while ago.
I'll tell you. And it's getting kids out to go to the park. Mind you, you shouldn't go to the park at 2:30 to 3:30 in the morning.
No, God, no. That's
yeah.
stupid.
What'd you expect?
That's freaking dumb.
Yeah. Well, come on, guys. Come on. Use your common sense. Don't be a fool. But then again, we're in a society where people do dumb shit, and we can't do anything about it. You can't fix stupid. Yeah.
Just look at YouTube.
Yeah. You can't.
Look at how much dumb stuff gets on there and makes people money.
It's stupid. It's just ridiculous. But hey, Pokemon Go, I like what they're doing. I didn't know it was gonna be this obsessive with people.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
That many people? That's a
That many
lot
people?
of friggin' people.
Not even surprised.
I mean, I
The
even hear
the first time I heard about it, which was about a week after they announced it,
yeah.
I was like, this is going to be huge, massive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some people who saw this coming and put a bunch of money into Nintendo stock.
That would have been the smartest thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then with that coming in, that could lead into the NX coming out.
Yep.
Rich people. I wonder how much their stock is anyway. I heard they've been trading billions and billions of dollars or something, man.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I don't know. Oh, so you might have heard earlier in the week, you have that new mini Nintendo Entertainment System coming out for Christmas, which will be $59.99. What's your thoughts of it? If you happen to not know how to emulate or don't have an old console.
Emulating is the easiest thing ever. It doesn't need to exist because of emulators. Emulators have literally made it completely useless.
But what about if you're one that doesn't have a computer, I guess that's what the target audience is, right?
Probably. I mean, but who doesn't have a computer at this point?
Yeah.
And I mean, a computer would cost what, like $150 to $200 for a cheap laptop. That can run an old emulator, put absolutely no issues.
Do you think this will also add to the revenue that Nintendo's going to get? Because this is actually a throwback from Nintendo. It's not like a third party making it, right?
If it adds revenue, it's going to be so insignificant, it's not going to matter. I really don't think it's going to make them any money.
No?
I mean, it'll make them a little bit of money for the people who want the nostalgia. It's not going to make a lot of money at all. I mean, if consider it's the same thing to those old plug and play consoles. It's basically that, but Nintendo's version of it.
And plus, those. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of storage to play or memory to play all those 8-bit games. It's really like little bits. I mean, and pieces.
When I installed Pokemon Red a couple nights ago, it literally took me the entire process. I didn't have the emulator. I didn't have the game. About 2 minutes just to find it and download it.
That's it. Yeah,
it's like the file sizes are compressed and so small that you can install them and take care of it all in minutes.
Yeah. I think with this case,
it's more so just knowing where to find it and how to do it.
Because I guess this is the lazy cheap man's way. It's like, oh, you got a controller that works well with all those games coming out. Plug and play, you're done. Play on your big TV, this and that. But yeah, I mean, did you even play Nintendo games before? I don't know if that was much your generation. It was my generation. You must have been like a little swimmer still, right?
We had a GameCube.
Oh, okay, but anything before that?
And a Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy.
So you're the
original Game Boy was the first thing that was related to video games I ever got.
The original Game Boy?
The original Game Boy. I still have it somewhere.
What year were you born?
94.
94. The original Game Boy came out like in 80 something, didn't it?
It was my cousins. They gave it to me.
Like the fat white red buttons and it was still working good.
Oh, that thing's indestructible. You kidding?
Yeah.
There was one guy who took it overseas and their car got hit by a bomb. And still totally works. The entire outside is charred and messed up. Screen is fine. It turns on and it plays. It's in a museum right now.
It's in a museum
It's
now.
seriously in a museum.
Yeah, man. I just remember that thing took 4 AA's. Was
Yeah,
it four
four
AA
AA's.
batteries
It
and
was, it
stuff?
was 4 AA batteries, but the battery would last for like 3 days.
Dude, I've had these batteries on this one that I keep on my desk, and I believe it's more than a year. It's still working. Playing that Tetris, you know. Yeah, he was born in '94. Nerdist is asking how old you are.
Yep. I'm 22 years old.
22 years old. At least her Game Boy Color lives on. That is good.
We had a Game Boy Color. I don't know where it is anymore. It was my brother's. I have two Game Boy Advances.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, well, actually, no, that one's, I don't know where that one is. Oh, wait, there it is. My brother actually fixed my purple one.
Yeah.
He actually bought parts and changed out the entire, like, internals of it.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, there's one other thing he did to it.
Oh, we gotta see this. I mean, I remember. Okay, nowadays, if Nintendo chooses to, they could probably release every game they ever made on your mobile device. So it's like everyone will have access to it. Okay, what you got for us? Show and
So,
tell. It's a show and tell portion of
This
the
is
show.
my Game Boy Advance.
Oh, I missed that. I had one of those.
Originally, I had duct tape. This whole case totally new. All the buttons new. Even the plastic is slightly different because it's all been replaced.
Yeah.
But all the internals are the same as my original Game Boy. All the internals are the same. I've had this since I was like probably 7.
Oh, really?
But my brother made one other adjustment. It lights up.
Oh, there's no backlight. You are right.
It
That
has
was what
it's
pained.
it's completely backlit now.
Oh, that's awesome. How did he have that, dude? Smart.
He's very good with electronics.
Freaking smart. If they could do that with my. Here, speaking of, as you can see, I also let me see. I
Yep.
originally If they could backlit this thing, this would be awesome. The glare's like ridiculous. They also made this thing called a light boy where you attach something
Yeah.
to the
My
top
friend
of
has
it.
that.
Yeah,
My friend has that, and he has the Game Boy Pocket as well.
Dude, we should have a show and tell modcast. We could show off old stuff that we've had.
Consoles, travel bits,
Oh
PCs.
my gosh, yeah! If you can see the back of this, you have the Tetris cartridge, and it even has
Mhm.
the toll-free number that you could call to get your Nintendo
That
Entertainment
that
System
number
service.
still works.
Are you serious? Is it
That
Nintendo?
Yes, it is Nintendo.
No.
That number still works.
No freaking way.
Oh yeah.
How do you know this? Did you actually did you test it or something?
Yep, I did.
That's freaking hilarious.
You can go ahead and call it right now. They will answer, and it will be Nintendo.
It's been the same number for years, man.
Mhm.
It's been the same number for
They will even still give you. They used to actually send you parts
Uh-huh.
for NES parts that would break,
Yeah.
or they would like actually do repairs on it years ago.
Yeah.
But now they still will give you tips on how to make your NES work.
What?
Oh yeah.
No way, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's unbelievable. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Now I messed up my whole desk and settings and stuff. Okay. Wow, Nintendo. You can't really go wrong with it. I mean, we all grew up on it. We
Oh,
all
yeah.
totally grew up on it. But long live Nintendo and their Pokemon stuff. So over here around this area near San Diego, the annual Comic Con is going to be happening. I'm surprised. I don't know if you'd be more of a cosplay kind of guy or anything, huh?
Not really.
Uh-huh.
That Tim actually has, my brother. He has a set of armor in his room
Yeah.
that he used for Halloween a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah, like actual armor that was handcrafted.
Oh, man. It's amazing to see what kind of ideas people have when going to Comic-Con. I haven't actually been, but I've seen, if you look this up, have you ever seen the people that dress up as Transformers, but their costume actually transform?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Those are awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and usually Comic-Con, they'll have a lot of celebrities going low-key. They don't, they'll wear a costume, things like that. I believe Walter White, what was his name? Actor's name? From Breaking Bad. Well, he actually wore a mask of Walter White, and then he walked around, and then at one of the panels, he was there. He took off the mask, and it was really him, which I found pretty funny and stuff.
I
But
know
thought you were
Adam
Comic Con.
Savage. Adam Savage goes to it every year and wears different costumes.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, and it's just amazing how Comic Con is a thing that sells out the day of first day of selling tickets, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's
pretty
amazing.
much. There's not many things that'll sell out like first day, but Comic Con's one of the things that the site will crash because of how many people are using it.
Oh man, if I choose to go, how much like do you think they would sell per ticket? Probably a lot.
At least 150, I
That's
would
a
guess.
lot. Actually, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, you see celebrities and stuff there. Guys, chat room, we invite you guys to ask us anything. We are on the final 10 minutes of.
Oh wow,
the
that's actually really cheap.
How much?
So single day badges for adults cost $35 for preview night, $45 for Thursday through Saturday. Badges up from $42.
Are you on the actual site? I
$30
believe they
for
sold
Sunday.
out though.
The cost of attending all 4 days is $200.
But I think if it wasn't sold out, then
That's not bad though. $200 for 4 days is not bad at all.
no, it seems pretty legit. So guys, ask us anything. This is the time. Me and John are gonna chill here. The hour we are like in the 50th minute of this. Chipmunk likes cons. That's good.
Are you like getting conned?
Getting conned? He likes getting conned.
You like getting conned, man?
Is there any
You
games?
want to buy this refrigerator?
Is there any games you're looking forward to?
Oh,
Like,
me?
yeah. No?
Not really right now. Recore maybe, but I don't really pay for $60 games anymore.
Oh yeah. You just wait for the deals and whatnot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have I have that physical copy of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 sitting over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's sitting next to my TV.
All right, here's one. So if you guys were going to Comic-Con, what panel would you go see? Good question. What would you see?
Something that had Mark Hamill on it.
Like just Mark Hamill in general or Star Wars?
Probably Star Wars, or if just something with Mark Hamill on it.
That's good. I would go to, I would watch the Star Wars stuff. Comic-Con. Do they have anime stuff? I get confused. I've been to an anime expo and I've actually seen one.
I don't know. Comic-Con is totally different.
It's just straight out. But then they have like panels on everything now. Don't
Yeah,
they?
it's not really Comic-Con anymore.
It's like it's just the title.
It's everything.
Comic.
It's everything con.
I mean, like they even have like show releases and stuff there. I believe, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But I would attend anything with the movies. Anything with I don't know. It seems so big. The scale of that thing. It's so large scale that it's hard to. That's a hard question to ask. But yeah, thoughts on Dead Rising 4?
Did
you enjoy Dead Rising?
Anything about it? Dead Rising 3 was good.
Yeah.
I didn't finish Dead Rising 2. I have it, and I think I have some of the DLC for it, but I never finished it.
They have.
Is it going to be a new character?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like the same to me. Fight off zombies and run. When it comes down to it, right? If they have the Big Bang Crew, Supernatural, Sherlock, okay, they have like, oh man, yeah, that's all the shows, dude. The Big Bang Crew, isn't it their last season? How many seasons have they even been in? You know, it's like one of those things where I was like, you never watch it? Do you watch anything on TV?
Not really.
No,
I don't really watch a lot of stuff on TV.
Have you ever binge watched before?
I binge watched some stuff. I binge watched a lot of stuff actually. Oh, it looks like it might be Frank West again.
Frank West. Why does that sound familiar?
He's the guy from the first Dead Rising. It looks like it might be him because the guy has a camera in his hand.
Oh, is that the one in the mall? He was in the mall, and you could like.
I think I'm in the mall too. I think they're all in malls pretty much. The first one and second one were both in malls.
But the third one was like you drive around.
The third one was a city. The third one was an entire city.
Yeah.
But the first two were both in malls. But yeah, it looks like it might be Frank West returning.
You fell off the Big Bang wagon like 4 years ago. Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of it anymore. I don't even watch TV in general anymore. It's more Whatever
I just
find
wait
in
till it's
clips.
done if I want to watch it and just binge
Yeah.
watch all of it.
Yeah, and I'm
The latest show I did watch was Gravity Falls, and that was really good.
see that's Gravity Falls. That is Disney, straight out Disney. I used to
It's
watch
really
I used to watch Disney XD. I watched the series called Kicking It, and I like that thing. I like that show. Even though it's a kid show, I still like it. I
Have
totally
you
like
seen
it.
Gravity Falls?
It's the one where he's in a camp, right? He's a kid in a camp that he works there or whatever.
No,
He's not a counselor or something. No.
no. It's Dipper and Mabel Pines with their Grunkle Stan.
And what are they
Where all
doing
the
there?
weird, where all the weird crap happens.
Chipmunk, I believe you like a lot of zombie stuff. It's all Dead Rising, Walking Dead. But Walking Dead, yeah, I could never get into Walking Dead. For the life of me, I have some friends that watch it, but I'm not into it. I just can't. Don't know why. Don't know how. But yeah, it's just not my thing. What are you looking up, dude?
The link with the picture of the main cast on Twitter,
Okay, I'll probably check that out and stuff.
so you can tell me who if you know who it is.
I have too many windows open. So like, okay, real quick. Did we already bring up VR again? Like, well, we talked a little bit
we
of it.
brought up the PS4 VR.
Do you think it's still in? Is it growing? The hype for it growing now?
I think the hype for it is growing. It's still too expensive. There's one that I'm interested about, and that's when Oculus Rift releases its controllers. It's actual like hand controllers, similar to the Vives.
Okay, so the Vive, how does the controllers work on that?
So the Vive, it's basically two giant sticks
Yeah,
that have like buttons on them.
yeah.
The Oculus looks totally different. So it's like much smaller. It's probably about this size. And it like wraps around your hand. So they have two buttons, it looks like, for your main fingers. But
Yeah.
then there's also pads on top that have like 6 buttons, like
Uh-huh.
on each one.
Uh-huh.
It looks like it's set up as an Xbox controller, but for your hands. And it will track movement as well.
Oh, shoot. And they're actually going to make...
So I'm really curious about how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Especially since their sensor is so much more compressed than the Vives. The Vives, basically, you have to screw into the wall 2 sensors. So basically, in that corner of my room, in that corner,
Yeah.
and then I would be in the center of it in order to
Uh-huh.
track all the movement and stuff. This one's just one thing that sits there on your desk and points at you.
Uh-huh.
So I'm curious how that's going to work, if they're going to be able to make just that one sensor a standing experience.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I mean, I just wish I had the space for that. I don't think none of us have the space for it.
But it's a lot cheap. The Oculus is a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's only $400 for the Oculus. So I'm curious how much the controllers are going to cost, because if they cost less, because they're not going to cost $400 for controllers.
Uh-huh.
So if they cost like 50, it's $450 for what is equivalent to the Vive.
Okay. Would it be worth it for you to buy it? Personally?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's definitely worth it considering the Vive's price.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably. I would probably get it eventually if they drop the price a little bit more, like say $300 for the Oculus and then $60 for the controllers.
Man.
That would probably be about worth it.
That money though.
Mhm.
That freaking money. It's amazing. All right. That's probably going to be it for today's Modcast. I'm glad we pushed us through, to be honest. We weren't prepared. We weren't prepared. But we did pretty
It
good,
went
man.
fine.
It flowed.
It went fine.
It went fine. Last questions. Oh, you saw Taco Bell has a new item. Damn,
Taco Bell has a new item.
That's what
What
Chipmunk
item?
says. What item would this be? It's amazing.
Is it called the Heart Stopper? Wait. No, I got it. It's called Constipation.
Anyways, guys, that is it for today. Thanks for hanging out. I want to thank Jonathan, the way we say his name. Guys, thanks for
Just
hanging
say
out.
Jono.
Jono. We'll stay with Jono. We'll be streaming again tonight. Jono, you should be streaming tonight as well, right?
I don't get home till 9.
Oh, yeah, you have work. All right, well, thanks for being on the show. Well, till next week,
Yeah.
guys. Guys, thank you for hanging out. See you guys later. Peace out.